The Southeastern senators has been disgraced once again as they struggle to keep their identity as Igbos in these red chambers. It's quite unfortunate that the efforts, the selfless service, and courage of late Professor Humphrey Nwosu has been disparaged by some Western senators, calling him names that he did not deserve a national honor. Despite his commitment and courage to serve humanity, he conducted the most credible and transparent election in the history of Nigeria, both past and present. Yet, they are fighting his personality because he is presumably an Igbo man. Now, what is the state of an Igbo man in Nigeria and the fate of even the Nigerian Igbo politicians in Nigeria today?
You see, I thank God Almighty on whatever is happening on the Igbos. I thank God Almighty for how other tribes, mostly the West, the Yorubas, are trying to humiliate the Igbos gradually, gradually. I thank God for it. Because there's Igbo adverb that said that adage that said that if you not slap Okpolu, if you not awụ na Okpolu ama ya aka ntị n'ahịa, ọ ga-ero na ndị niile bịara ahịa bụ ụmụnne ya. Now, let me put it in a literal English explanation. A single child or a lonely child of the parents, if somebody did not slap that child or that person in a market, you will think that that child will think that everybody in the market are his brothers and sisters. And like what is happening to Igbo politicians, the Igbo in general in Nigeria. If they are not treating us and the way they are treating us, we will be calling ourselves one Nigeria, thinking that all of us are one Nigeria. Look at the effort of Humphrey Nwosu to make sure that June 12 will stand on behalf of Yoruba man, to make sure that June 12 hold up hand. It's not Igbo man. Igbo man is not the vice there. After all, Igbo man is vice in NRC on that offer. It was King Ibe, another man, Muslim, Yoruba, Abiola, a Yoruba man. But Igbo man fight for their own good. I know the beating. We had a rumor. We had the rumor of what Humphrey wants to pass in the hand of army men. How they beat him when they command him to stop. He said no. How they rough handle him. You know, he was command to stop. He said no, he continued. He took 16 states. He went other ones. I think he went only Kongi. After Kongi to go before they finally hijacked him. And he spent so many days, so many months, so many weeks, sorry, before Igbo that time 170 Igbo was a little bit okay. Not corrupt 170 Igbo now. They team up with other traditional rulers and demand his release. When people were rumoring that he have died, they have killed him. They demand his whereabouts from Babangida. That we are not talking to release him or to jail him, but let us see that he's alive. Babangida, a man who knows how to play the game, he will push you forward and draw you back. Release Humphrey Nwosu. They saw that he was alive.
Despite the sufferings and pain, they had the guts to discredit his service, selfless service.
They released Humphrey Nwosu. Humphrey Nwosu in the history of Nigeria, even from the time British supervised Nigerian election, Humphrey Nwosu was the first man to conduct free and fair election in Nigeria. And he paid the price. After that election, you heard the name of Humphrey Nwosu again. They beat him, molest him, throw him out of the society. He still humble himself and take the shame to make sure truth to stand. But now look at to immortalize him. Without the Humphrey Nwosu, will anybody know what is happening in that June 12th election? Will anybody know that Abiola is the one that won that election? The election could have annulled. Humphrey Nwosu could have collected the money. They may lure him with money. They have collected it. But they discovered everything they do Humphrey Nwosu said no. No matter how they approach him, he said no. Then they use force to remove him and to stop the election. And that's what I'm saying. And in that 1993 election, Abiola cleaned the whole southeast. No candidate again. Even Sylvester Ugo, who was deputy or vice candidate to Tofa, his own local pool in his own domain, Abiola won it. To show you how the Igbos vote massively for a Yoruba man, how they support Yoruba man massively. This will make it second time or third time, no, second time, the West humiliate or disgrace or march on Igbos when Igbos are fighting for them. Igbo fight for Abiola. Are you Igbo fight for Awolowo to carry the revolution? They make Awolowo president without election. Igbo bring Awolowo out of prison in Calabar. Igbo do support him in everything. But still, Awolowo maltreat Igbos. Starvation is the best weapon of the war. Igbos help Abiola do everything to make sure Abiola is announced. On June 12th, mortalization, they mortalize Abiola, mortalize Kigibe, left Humphrey Nwosu. Now, Jonathan Goodluck Ebere allow Tulumbu to recapture all the whole states in the West that PDP removed in 2003 election out of AD. Tulumbu allowed Jonathan. Jonathan allowed Tulumbu to regain all of them. Jonathan can manipulate it and still hold it. PDP still hold it. But they said, let there be free and fair voting. They did it. The same Tulumbu march with other parties and produce APC, Buhari, to sweep Jonathan away. The same Tulumbu rig election that Peter Obi won. See how Yorubas are treating us. Let me tell you, watch it, directly or indirectly. I'm very sorry to say this. Not all Yorubas are bad. They will still have good Yorubas. I'm telling you honestly. I'm living with them. I'm working with them. I'm eating with them. I sleep with them. In every tribe, there must surely be good elements and bad elements. But when the bad element trying to surface above the good element, it looks like other those tribes or those areas are bad. They are not bad. But if you watch it, the most problem Igbos are facing in this Nigeria are the Yorubas. But Igbos don't know. Igbos don't know. If you left for Hausa, Northerners, they could have deal with Igbos once and for all. If you want go, go. If you want stay, stay. If you want die, die. They have deal with Igbos once and for all. But Yoruba will playing seek and game, seek and hide the game. They will allow you, bring you to come and develop their place. Everything you develop, they will try to bring one thing in, bring one thing that will make you to collect all the whole development you develop in their place, and you go empty-handed. But not we tell you, we don't want you, we don't want you. We want you, we want you. You see the differences. Now, if you watch it, and if you watch it, in other hand, I don't blame the Yorubas. In other hand, whom am I blaming is we Igbos, because we are not able to visualize, to know who love us and who hate us. We think that everybody we sojourn with them love us. Now, you look at it, Yorubas are playing all their games and it's favoring them. They use Igbos as an umbrella of success. They use the Igbos as a ladder to climb to political post, which they are succeeding. Where is our senators? Where is our reps? Ohanas and Igbo traditionals. Why can't they emulate from Yoruba their system of politics and readdress themselves, know how they will work with them? Igbos doesn't learn.
Is that what Mazin Namdekano says? Serve as an Igbo man, serve Nigeria and come back with shame.
Come back with shame. Look at it to Humphrey Nwosu now. Now, Abaribe is there. Aju Sokalo is there. Aju Sokalo is there. What call them? So many Igbo senators, they are there. Now, if they can be able to disgrace Humphrey Nwosu, they can still be able to disgrace them.
They are very present.
They are very present. Now, this have shown you that Igbos are not part of Nigeria. If Igbos are part of Nigeria, if Biafrans are part of Nigeria, what Humphrey Nwosu have done to Nigeria, his name is supposed to be written
Immortalized.
on a platter of gold. You understand? But tomorrow is this one they will honor Yankubu, the elect chairman. They will honor him. They will honor him. So the disgrace and dishonor and the rubbishing the name of Humphrey Nwosu is applicable or will happen to those Igbo senators. They should take their eye to see where they are leading Biafrans to. They should take that now. Nobody is telling them now that indirectly they have told you are not worthy to have any honor in Nigeria. Now we are not talking of Humphrey Nwosu, he's dead. But you that are alive, fighting for his honor, look at it.
That your opinion does not count.
Count in Nigeria. Your words does not count in Nigeria. Your ideology does not count in Nigeria.
This is the greatest humiliation.
But if Igbo senators rise up and say, don't mind them, throw Humphrey Nwosu away, all the whole members of the red carpet will clap for them.
Unfortunately, the northern senators were supporting, eulogizing, and celebrating the gallantry, the effort, the courage, the intellectual ingenuity of Humphrey Nwosu. They were supporting his efforts and commending, of course, his great service to Nigeria. But unfortunately, the southwestern senators are the one opposing their fellow southerners because of their interests.
You know one thing, if you go to follow the history of Nigeria, you know that the West, the Yorubas, don't want Igbos to come near of recognition in Nigeria. They want only them to be recognized. They want only them to have the honor. So anything we make Igbos to have honor in Nigeria, they always kick against it. But in the time for to ally with Igbos to get what they want, they will do it. The time to ally with Igbos to get what they want, they will do it. Okay, look at Joe Ibokwe in Lagos State. They give a minister of clean of water, picking of pure commission of picking of pure water nylon and the picking cups, like as if say he's a madman where he's not a madman. After they use him finish, do you hear his name again? They kick him off because they will use him to do what? To label IPOB evil group. Use him to capture 2023 election and all that. Do you hear the name of Joe Ibokwe again in Lagos State? Do they appoint him for anything again? This is how they be using Igbo people. They have used Igbo people to develop Alaba, swamp, they cover it. They have used Igbo people, trade fair, Aspanda, develop it. They have used Igbo people to develop all the whole area. Now they are going to no, the companies that develop it. I mean, why they are pushing Igbos now to face Shagamu, to build Lagos and link it up to Shagamu. They'll give you land there to go and develop in the jungle. After you develop, do you hold that place? Very soon now, all the whole they make a law, mostly in Lagos State, to revoke another landowner's decree or something like that, to revoke what Igbos have built. You will see it. But our senators, our people will not listen and take the advice and let their own sense teach them. They will not do it. And now they are using Wike and Akpabio, trying to disabilize South, as they call them. Look at what is going on. Now, as the Dukobo is crying that this current government under Ahmed Bola Tinubu, Jagaba of Nigeria, have now treating them bad, where they have used them to kill their fellow brothers Igbos for their own good. After killing Igbos for them, now see what they are doing to them. The same Ijo, Asaware, as the boy is crying now. They will use you to kill your brother. They will use you to supply your brother to their own interest. After that, they dump you.